Hey everybody, how's it going? The Johnny Cage here, welcoming you back for some more of Let's Play Lufia 2. We've been partying hard in this town for the past couple of days, but now the ship is finally built. Jade has delivered us this awesome looking pirate kind of ship. Oh, it's ready, huh? Well, good timing, I needed a break from the party. Yeah, you just don't know how to handle the wild side like I do, huh? Look who's talking. Who was it that got smacked upside the head by a new quote-unquote friend? I know she was that strong. She's probably stronger than Gades. Yeah, sure. It's not strength. She just knows how to handle brutes like you. In any case, Jade, would you take us to the Ustart continent? Why not? And where exactly did you want to go? We can go to either Narcissus Port on Ustark or Gubrick Port, where the ancient cave is. And that leads us to today's episode, everyone. We're going to Gubrick. We're going to the ancient cave. Today's going to be kind of a bonus episode. I'm going to talk a little bit about the ancient cave, and to be honest with you, I'm not a huge fan of it, and I don't know a lot of people that are. There are some things that, well, alright, let's start off saying there are some games that haven't aged well over time. Take, for instance, the original Final Fantasy. If you play the original Final Fantasy on the NES or an emulator, you'll find that that game is ridiculously boring and long and frustrating. And it just honestly is. This is a part of the game that kind of becomes a game in and of itself. Like, if you had played this game when it first came out, you could have probably spent tons and tons of hours doing it, because seriously, it takes probably, 50, 60 hours to go through the whole ancient cave. And the idea with the ancient cave is that you go here, talk to this guy, you leave all of your items, all of your weapons, everything. Everyone goes down to level 1, including your capsule monsters. You have 10 potions going in, and items that you find in blue boxes you can keep. And then there's a way to get out of the cave if you want to, but it's not until about 20 floors down, and that's a lot, believe me. But we're gonna try our best. It's been a while since I've run through here, and I'm gonna speed up the whole thing for you guys. Unfortunately, there's not gonna be any sound. I don't know why, but the sound cut out when I decided to speed it up, because otherwise this is really kind of boring to watch. You're gonna fight a lot of basic guys like these moths. And did I mention that all of the caves down here are randomly generated? And wow, I mean, that makes it fun, but at the same time you can't plan out what you want to do, which makes it really hard to progress each time you go down here. Sometimes you'll get really lucky, and maybe you'll run into a room really later on. As you can see there, I had no equipment at all. I was just double checking to make sure. Found a short sword. So that's kind of what the rooms look like. You'll get rooms, really giant rooms that have nothing but monsters in them sometimes, and sometimes you'll get rooms that are really gigantic and have tons of treasure chests in them. And sometimes you'll get lucky and find one of those right off the bat, and you'll be able to equip your guys with some really good stuff. But I'm kind of I'm decided I'm going to do kind of a version of the game cage here. And if you're familiar with my other show that I do called the Game Cage, I pretty much play the game until I die. And so I've decided that I'm not going to use any potions or anything at all. Ooh, a magic fruit. Let's see. Oh, they gave them back that much. Yeah, I was hoping that would evolve them, because that's what magic fruit does when you get them to their final evolution, but not in this case. So as you can see here, it's just mostly, you go down each floor, and with each floor you go down, you fight kind of like the next area of enemies that you would find. Like in the very first area of the game, we fought lizards and red jellies, and now we're in kind of the second area, which would have been like that Subtleton area where we first got Tia and fought that big fish, and you're fighting stuff like frogs and mosquitoes. Pretty basic stuff. And as you can tell, you level up really quickly. So that's fun. It's definitely fun to hear that constant pinging of the level up noise over and over again. But this place is really difficult, and if you have a lot of fun with it, and there's so much more that you can do with this too. If you beat the game twice, not just once, because if you beat the game once, you can do kind of a new game plus, where you get bonus experience. But if you beat the game twice, you can go through the ancient cave and choose whatever party you want to go through the ancient cave with, which I thought is pretty cool. So, although this is probably my favorite party in the game, so I'm pretty happy with this. But if you would have wanted like Tia, who is obviously out of your party by now, you could put her in the group if you wanted to. Man, I'm finding a lot of mind gourds for some reason, and those are completely useless. They just increase intelligence during battle. Ooh, the dreaded horses that charge you. So now we're getting towards the kind of like third area enemies, and they are beating us up. Oh man, Sellen's already next to no health at all. Sellen and Guy are living on the edge. Quite literally there. But this area, as you can see, you gotta just kind of take it for what coma. What the hell is coma? Hey, you find some weird stuff in here, and okay, it's a spell. Sends enemies to sleep. Okay, is that a real? I don't think that's a real spell in the game, and it looked like it had a couple spaces after when I found it that shouldn't have been there. You find weird stuff down here that isn't actually in the game. You'll find items that just kind of have like a file name to them that were never really put into the game. It's really weird and kind of hard to explain, but maybe I'll find something like that. Let's see, eagles. They kind of look brown though. The sprite, they look more like the hawk that you fight, which is the upgrade of the eagle. I don't know why they have that kind of overworld sprite for them, but oh well, no big deal. We'll go down to the 5th floor, so now we're really, really talking business. We are out of our comfort zone for sure here. Found a battle knife. Go up here. Might as well equip that, even though I'm feeling like we're not gonna last much longer here. Billy jelly. Hiya! Hiya! Oh man, oh geez, those jellies, those green jellies are really strong. This is gonna be a death by jelly. Oh, Guy is the first one down, unfortunately. Oh, now you just fight, everyone. Oh, now I'm down to 2. Sellen's down to 2. How much Decker can't have too much more? Oh, good lord, we're getting beat up in here. What's this? See, look at that. Sure Custom 11. Like, what is that? It's just some like crazy file for a weapon that's in the game. Oh, here's one of the rooms I was talking about. Tons of enemies, but look at all the treasure chests too. I don't think we're going to be able to get to any of them. Oh, Frenzy. Oh, Johnny the Fighter down. No. Oh, can we get there? No. Eagle attack. Oh, jeez. Okay, well, we can kind of take on eagles. Not too bad. Oh, never mind. I retract that statement. Sellen, dead. Oh, Decker. Fight with your best confidence, Decker. Oh, of course, the horse would just have to. Of course, a horse, of course, would give us trouble. And Decker falls. Total defeat. Alright, guys, well, we're back. Glory will be yours. Alright. You're safe. Let me return to your MC. You may now return to the city with your heads held high as we attempted the cave. So you can go down there as much as you want, but sometimes you're going to get really lucky, and to get through there to the 20th floor where you get the Providence, to be able to get out, that's going to take a long time. As you can see, you've got to get lucky down there is the bottom line, and in this town we have a shop where we can get new stuff. I totally kind of forgot about it, but I also knew that we were going to the ancient cave, so we weren't really going to need any of it, at least not for the time being, seeing as how you start at level 1 down there. But, you know, I think it's a kind of a cool concept to a game. Completely random dungeons though, and so you can't plot your progress. I guess that's the biggest gripe I have of it, but otherwise it's a pretty cool concept. It would be fun to see that in other games. Kind of a throwback to the old dungeon crawling games where you just like, you know, be in a crazy dungeon, kind of like Shadowgate or something like that. I'm sure most people haven't played really old school games like that, and I don't even enjoy dungeon crawlers too much. They're really a pain in the ass, but we're out of money. Great. So I guess we're having to sell off everything that we can. Stuff sells for a lot though, and I don't think we're going to need it much. I mean, not until we get a new capsule monster, at least to evolve them as quickly as we can, but oh well, whatever. We need the money. Big shields. Ooh, a roomy helmet. That sounds nice. And don't. Oh, now I'm out of money. Oh gosh, I just accidentally bought a second one for Decker. Oh, that's embarrassing. I'm still trying to get over the ancient cave loss. Ooh, tragic. But it's fun. If you want to learn more about the ancient cave, actually, I should mention, I would recommend checking out H.C. Bailey. He doesn't like the ancient cave either, but he can tell you a little bit more about it than I can. Or I would check out a show called 16-Bit Gems on RetroWare TV, where the guy Rue from the Clan of the Grey Wolf talked about this game, and he talked about the ancient cave for quite a while. He'll tell you a lot more. Any questions that I can't answer, he can definitely answer for you. But anyhow, we are done with that, and we are getting on our boat. I like how strangely disproportionate the boat is. Like when it's pulling into port, it looks ridiculously small for how big it should be, and then in the overworld, it looks ridiculously large for how big it should, how small it actually is, and you know, hooray for 16-bit games like that, I suppose. So anyhow, we've arrived in the port of this new town. Is it Narcissus, I think. I don't know. I'm getting to the point in the game where I'm having trouble with names. And ooh, what's that flute sound? I must go. What the? This is suspicious. No, just random girls just feeling possessed by a flute noise. I don't like the sound of that. Quite literally. Even the little girls and the seemingly middle-aged ones. Hey, where are you going? North, the North Tower. I must go to the North Tower. Oh, this isn't a good sign. I sense a plot device. The flute has stopped. Mursa! Hey, what's happening around here? I don't know, it's just all the young women left the city. Anyway, I'll try to go after Mursa. Only the young women have gone. Flute sound stinks. Yeah, very fishy. But nothing happened to me. I guess it's because you're married. Which is the game's way of saying, it only attracts virgins. And only the young single women, huh? They must want their life force or something. Their life force? Then they're surely in great danger. We've got to do something to save them. I'm off! Wait a minute, Decker. I'll go with you. No, that won't be necessary. It doesn't matter, I'm going. I can't let you be the hero and not me. You already have a girlfriend in Tanville, don't you? A man in battle needs a little romance. Oh, come on. Why don't you go ahead and marry her, huh? I can't take this nonsense. Leave them alone and let's go ourselves, Johnny. Yeah, let's go do that. Wait up, Johnny. Alright. We'll go together. I won't be defeated, you know. So anyhow, guys, that pretty much wraps up this episode. Thank you so much for watching. We'll figure out more about the flute sound later on. This has been the Johnny Cage. Please subscribe, like, comment if you have not. And I will talk to all of you tomorrow.